Hello YouTube, Adventures with Dale here. Today it's not going to be a metal detecting video or crafting or anything like that. I want to talk about what you don't know about other people or what they're going through. Uh, there's way more out there than you think that are having bad times and they're hiding it, they're quiet. You never know from one day to the next. So I'm kind of a voice of experience in that because I lost a child in year 2000. He wasn't quite 2 years old. I'm not going to get into all the details and stuff like that. Was not an accident. He was born with the odds against him. Let's just put it that way. But when that happens, it changed me for my entire life. I was, in the beginning, you're just numb. I can't believe this is happening. Is this real? You kind of get the false questioning of yourself and everybody around you. It's like, this really did happen. Especially if you've not been around some of that stuff too long or ever. Anyways, in the beginning, you just kind of you're getting pulled 100 different directions. The phone is not quitting. You don't need all the noise, and it's really nice if everybody say, "Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. Oh my God, this is tragic." But after a while, that in itself can get overwhelming. I recall turning off my phone and not answering the phone. Of course, we were fortunate enough to have caller ID way back then. So it's just you gotta make funeral plans, and you gotta do all this stuff. You just piles up on you. You don't know what to do first. And I had 3 other kids, the younger at the time, and it's just kind of they need me just as much as he did. After a while, you just get thinking, I can't dwell on this. I can't dwell on this. Even though you are inside, there's not a day that goes by that I don't think of him. But I am not the same person. When that happened, before that happened, I was the most happy-go-lucky dude you'll ever meet, and I still am. But in a different way. I'm in a sense, something like that kind of battle hardens you to, I'm not going to joke around. I'm not going to do this, can't do that. I'm just going to go do my day or my life, and when I come home from it. So you want to always keep that in mind when you're around people that are quiet and maybe they're a little bit grumpy. It's just it's a terrible experience, and I hope nobody has to experience that. It did cause a separation of the marriage. They say that it either brings you closer together or it tears you apart, and in this case, things went south. So, and I don't blame her a bit. Don't blame her. There was no fighting or anything like that. It's just, it just happened. It just kind of it crushes what you thought maybe your dreams might have been. Then I struggled for a little while with, how come God would take my child so young, and over and over, I just played that over and over in my mind for years and years and years, and then one day it just kind of snapped. I just kind of like, I know why I did it. He had better plans. He had a better plan for my son. And he didn't want to burden us, even though it wasn't a burden. We were doing everything we could, and we were doing it well. So, I just think that whoever loses a child, they will never be the same. They will never be the same. Even though that they might laugh and joke and go on with their life and stuff like that, it changes who you are. And I don't think it changed me to the point where I'm just not going to function, because I always have. This is water that's way under the bridge, way under the bridge. It happened a long time ago. You know, I do all this metal detecting and wood crafting and hunting and fishing and stuff, and I'm going to share that with everybody on here at some point. I try to live my life through his eyes. I try to eat that weird ice cream that it's expensive, or eat the cake, or take a trip, or go fishing. I try to do things that I think that he would like, and I just go do it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it kind of does to me, you know. And and one time I did start drinking a little bit. I mean, I wasn't hooked on it. I was just partying. I mean, too much, you know. I admit it. I was drowning myself in my sorrows, and that wasn't the answer, you know. And anybody that's ever struggled with alcoholism, they know. But I never did. I never struggled with alcoholism or anything like that. I just did it because I was in an area that was there was people, you know. I wanted to be around people at that time. And my dad told me one time that you know, Dale, there's nothing on this planet that's going to bring that child back. You've got 3 other children that need you just as bad as he did. You know, and that was the best wisdom I could ever got from my father. And I rehearse that in my mind forever, still to this day, right now when I'm talking to you folks. But I just thought I'd just take a quick little video, and I'm going to do this once in a while, and just kind of let you know that there's a lot of people out there that are struggling. And it might not be with child loss or loss of a family member or stuff like that. It might be something else. But you always got to be kind, and you always got to, you know, love God and your neighbors. I don't go to church very often, almost never, but I do believe. And now that my Father's in heaven with my son and a lot of other family members, my grandparents are all gone. I got a lot of aunts and uncles that have passed on. It's kind of humbling being the matriarch of the family like that quick. It's just, and you know, he's in good company. So, you know, maybe God did have a plan. He's getting to meet people up there, hopefully, that he would never got a chance to meet here. So, with that said, you know, I hope you like and subscribe. All my videos are not going to be like this. I'm going to do wisdom videos and, you know, things like this every once in a while, but mostly it's going to be about wood crafting and whatever we might be doing, you know, whether it's fishing or hunting or at the beach or kayaking down the river, stuff like that. So I thank you for watching, if you're still here at this point of the video, and like and subscribe again, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you.